Hiya, Whisper here, and we get to talk about the tier set now. It's a long time coming, and I thought this week would fix it, but it didn't, so here we are. I'm going to be mostly talking about why I'm not going to be running the 4-piece during raid testing this week, and hopefully people won't ask me why I'm not running the 4-piece during raid testing this week when I do raid testing this week. But the 4-piece is really undertuned. Really undertuned. So let's not get ahead of ourselves, so let's look. So the 2-piece, each 10 energy you spend grants Nature Blight. That's a buff on your character. And each stack of Nature Blight is 1% attack speed and 1% nature damage for 6 seconds. The instances can overlap, and it's a cap of 15. So basically, as you spend energy, you get more stacks. More stacks means more damage means more good. It's pretty generic, it's just nature damage and attack speed. So the obvious thing here is Caustic Spatter. Caustic Spatter is going to be really good. Attack speed means more poison means more spatter. Nature damage means more of the nature damage things that go into spatter are going to be doing more damage, right? More envenom, more poison, Kingsbane. All of that stuff all together is going to add up. So yeah, this is the really obvious one. The rest of it is pretty generic though, like dashing is going to give more energy, Kingsbane is going to do more damage, right? Like it's just very generic. And that part's actually fine. Nature Blight I think is actually a really good set. Like the 2-piece, solid stuff. Great stuff. The 4-piece, however, now, this has gotten a lot of critique from people because Envenom with Envenom active is a janky sort of way to trigger it. I don't actually think it's that bad. Whoops. I don't think it's that bad. I think the set is actually fine, especially when you consider that our AoE rotation is changing a lot with Spatter. And in single target, you're going to basically be triggering this constantly, right? The issue is that 1200 nature damage is nothing. It's really bad. it's really bad. And so I'm gonna do a quick thing, but I think I need to change talents here. So I'm gonna grab these guys here. By the way, I love how it doesn't brick the bottom half when I change talents in the middle. Great stuff. So now, hypothetically, this is an AoE set. We can all agree it does AoE damage. All enemies within 8 yards. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna hit a dummy here, right? I'm just gonna go for it, hit a dummy, right? I don't even have Carnage or anything. I don't really care. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna play the game. Just gonna do some stuff. I'm just gonna do some stuff. Get that guy up, and then I'm gonna, I don't know, spatter up. Not cast Kingsbane because it's not on my bars. Whatever, I don't care. I'm still proving a point. It's fine. It's whatever. We don't need Kingsbane in this example, right? Okay, so I'm gonna try and do Envenoms with Envenoms. Can't attack that target. I can't. Trying to do Envenoms with Envenoms, like I said. Fantastic. Envenoms during Envenoms, okay. And it's flat damage, so I don't really care for the combo points, but I'm gonna try and get the combo points anyways. So there it dropped, that's fine. And we're gonna do another Envenom during Envenom. Crimson Tempest up, Shiv, and then another Envenom to catch that one. Up, do another Envenom. Get Spatter back up, do another Envenom. Venom. Right, we're just playing the game. I'm not playing optimally. I'm not try-harding. I'm just kind of hitting my buttons, right? And I'm purposely trying to do Envenom during Envenom, while also maintaining a couple bleeds, right? So I'll do another Envenom during Envenom here. Get my stuff up. That's whatever, right? It's whatever. Now let's see what this did. It did a whopping 1.2% of my damage. Yeah. So I wasn't even doing Spatter for most of it because I let Rupture drop, and even when I play poorly, this is really, really sad. And that's really all there is to it. It's just super undertuned. This needs like an 800% buff. realistically. 800%, 500% if we're being like lowballing, being generous, and being like, okay, start at 500 and then we'll see what happens and then we'll go up. In single target, this thing is even worse because it just does flat damage. So if I get into stealth here real quick after this drops, I'll show you that on this dummy over here. Right, so I'm gonna just do my thing. I forgot about Kingsbane again, but that's fine. We're just gonna pretend like I don't have Kingsbane. And we're just gonna go at it. We're just gonna go for it. Use a trinket here, maybe, right? Boom, boom. Get a death mark in. Spamming Envenoms. We're spamming Envenoms. Vote back up. More Envenoms. Right? Not trying to min-max everything or damage. Just kind of maintaining my stuff. Pressing Envenom a couple times. Here, right? Getting a little low on energy. Kind of going through the motions. And yeah, it's really bad. Like I don't know what to tell you. It's really bad. So yeah. I mean, I don't think the design itself is poor, right? I think the design is fine. It's interesting. It's something you have to think about. It actually changes your rotation, right? Now you're actually thinking about the Envenom buff uptime, and you're like, oh, I need to clip my Envenom into a previous Envenom. I think that's really cool, right? Just conceptually, I think that's cool. I think that's fine. Especially in AoE with Spatter. If I can bring up my talents. With Spatter, I think now that there's, like, tier set being really good, if it were really good, this would be a really interesting interaction, and it would force you to think about your AoE differently, right? And it would maybe incentivize more Poison Bomb, or it would incentivize Twist the Knife, right? Stuff that we don't usually take, like Twist the Knife, could be really good in AoE setting, and force us to change our talents, change how we're thinking about our rotation, so on and so forth. I think that's really interesting. But, I mean... I can't really do much with that. So, yeah, also there's a bunch of bugs. So, like, if you look at my buffs up here, right, you'll see that as I cast stuff, I gain stacks. Cool. Well, let's hypothetically see what happens. So here I'm at 8 stacks, and I have Blindside, which is free, which shouldn't give me anything. It gives me 5 stacks. Okay, cool. That's not how that works. The other thing is, if I have Vicious Venoms, my abilities cost more, right? My Mutilate and my Vanish cost more. They cost, or not Vanish, my Ambush cost more. So now you see this is 60 energy. If I go whack this thing with a Mutilate, oh look, 5 stacks. Oh look, another 5 stacks. Oh look, 5 stacks. It's also not working. It also doesn't work with Exsanguinate, so like Exsanguinate eats your energy. That doesn't count. So it feels very first iteration. I don't mind the design. Design I think is fine, but it's so buggy and so undertuned on the 4 set that I just cannot play with it in raid testing. There would be no point in me playing it during raid testing because it's not going to do anything, right? Like I might as well just not play a 4 set. So what I'm going to do during raid testing is I'm going to equip pieces of the old one and get my Rupture and Crimson Tempest damage as nature, and this is going to increase my nature damage, and that's going to be really sick. Nature damage and nature damage is more nature damage. We're chilling. And then this is my raid testing setup. So there you go. So that's the tier set. Yeah. I don't know. If it did like 12,000 damage instead of 1,200, if it was like 1,000% better, we'd be playing around this. It'd be interesting. It'd be cool. But right now, it's yeah, it's not it. It's really not it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you like the Envenom during Envenom thing? Do you think it's interesting friction? Do you hate pressing Envenom? Do you think that it shouldn't do damage? Should it do more? 1,000%, 1,200%, 1,500% more. How much more is more? How much is enough? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy raid testing. My arm's getting tired. Bye bye. Have a good one. See you next one. Video. I also have WoW had articles soon. On the first one is this tier set. There's gonna be an article on the tier set, and then there's gonna be another article on just the general assassination changes. Okay now. Okay, bye. Goodbye. Have a good one. The damage doesn't matter on PTR, but in this case, it's dumb. Otherwise, who cares about the damage? We're just testing things. Look for bugs, and if you can figure out, if any of you can figure out why Caustic Spatter is only doing 15% sometimes, please let me know, because I have no idea. And if you see Exsanguinate not triggering on Garrote or Rupture, and you can figure out why, please let me know that as well, because I have that bug for like 3 days now. It sucks because I can't test this ability. Okay, now. That's it. I don't have anything more to say. Okay, bye.